So, we are back for another season of the EFL playoffs, and it starts right now. Hi again, it's me. Today, we'll be doing the EFL playoff semi-finals, first leg predictions. Who is hyped? Who is hype? Lots of delay, I guess. So, at least it's 5 6 today, because that'll be nice. And make sure you subscribe out there as we're trying to get ourselves to the 200 subs by the end of the EFL playoffs. So we get up, we're doing 2 things gold. And you have no messing about. We have the very first EFL playoff semi-finals live at Aston Gate. Bristol City taking Sheffield United. With Bristol City being a mid-table club for almost half a century, they're now in the playoffs for the first time, and they could get to the Premier League for the first time in their club's history. And what a chance to do it against Sheffield United, which I don't think they should be in the Premier League, but they could do. They have the player of the season, Hamer, who got awarded as team of the season in the EFL team of the season in FC25. Credit to Hamer, but Bristol City, they're 6th place. You have to give them credit, but last time out of Aston Gate, it was on bonfire night, and Sheffield United beat Bristol City 2-1 quite late, so very tight. Bristol City, no wins in 3, despite drawing 2-2 to Preston at Aston Gate. Very impressive, Aston Gate. Aston Gate's kind of a fortress this season, really, to be honest, because you gotta give them, really, Bristol City. You gotta impress them, really. Or you have to feel impressive for them, really. But it'll be a very good game to watch, really. Last time it was 1-1 at Bramwell Lane. That's gonna be the second leg tie that we'll be talking about in a couple of days' time. But you're here for my prediction for this game. I'm having a feeling there's going to be a big wildcard coming up. Bristol City is going to be putting off a famous Aston Gate win. They'll be 2-1 up before the 90th minute. And when we head into added time, Bristol City will score an extra. It'll be a 3-1 win to Bristol City in the first leg of the EFL playoff semi-finals. And into the Friday night's game, Coventry from Sunderland now. Sunderland looking to be the worst team in the EFL this season entering the playoffs. They're the worst EFL clubs to enter the playoffs in any league. So, losing 5 in a row, despite being top of the table in October and September. They fell down quite quick, and now they're 4th, lost 5 in a row, and they're facing off Coventry, which I remember Haji Wright scored a hat-trick over Sunderland. So, could we see a replay of that? Imagine we have that happen again, but imagine it happens again. Just imagine it happens again, but Coventry have been on fire form, really, up to finish 5th place, beat the Mills for 2-0, and it will be a very good game to watch, really. I think it could have a similar scoreline. Sunderland, people saying they are resting for the playoffs, but the way they've been performing, having Joe Bellingham on, Young Player of the Season award, feeling like, I don't want to say it because it's hard to say, really, but Sunderland's been quite, but I really think Coventry will show how it's done. I think a 3-1 win to Coventry for this one. Sunderland will have to turn it around in the second leg at Stadium of Light. And then Saturdays, Leighton Orient Stockport now in a lunchtime kick-off, 12:30 kick-off. It's 6th versus 3rd at Leighton Orient. Charlie Kelman, what a play. He's been 23 or 22 goals this season in League One. Very impressive, really. And Leighton Orient started the season in the bottom 6. And they even lost 3-0 to Shrewsbury at one point. But I remember the last time we met, Stockport, Leighton Orient hit 4 past Stockport. What a win that was, really, for Leighton Orient. I did not see that coming, really. But the last time we met in all competition, I don't know what it was, but here it is. But yeah, Stockport 3rd place. They've ended the league season absolutely on fire form, turning around in all games by winning. Impressive for Stockport, but we're going to have lots of goals in this game. I think it's going to be 5 goals, a 3-2 win to Stockport for this one, but I think that Charlie Cameron will get a goal. And into the 8 o'clock kickoff now. Notts County doing an Everton winning now. Notts County 6th place finish, but they could have finished 3rd if Bradford lost and Walsall lost, and Notts County won against Doncaster, but I think they kind of doubted themselves really, but I think they knew they were going to get into the playoffs, but I think they did not expect them to get into that all-round fight on the last day, but yeah, imagine it happened. It'll be really unreal scenes for Notts County, but yeah, it's going to be very tight for Notts County. Arizona and Mr. Goodman considered the least amount of goals this season in League Two for Arizona, and very impressive for Arizona, and considering the least amount of goals this season in League Two. It'll be a very tight one. We start out the first half of this game is at an 8 kickoff. British Got Talent, the live semi-finals will be on during the first half, so I will be missing out on the first half, but I will be there in the second half because it ends at 9, and the second half kicks off at 9. But yep, it'll be a very good game to watch, really. I think that the both defenders of both teams will be quite good and quite fiery, but it'll be very tight. It's going to be very tight, but I think that Wimbledon will probably nick it at the end. 1-0 win, Arizona for this one. And then to the Sundays now. Chesterfield taking Walsall now. Wow, why are we saying Walsall in the playoffs in January? No, if people are on in January, Walsall into the playoffs would be unreal if they fall down. They did. They blooming did. If Nathan Love stayed there, I think they would have won the league by 25 points. They could have won it by 25 points if Nathan Love stayed. But it didn't happen really. It sadly didn't happen. Now that Nathan Love might get signed for Ipswich Town, maybe. Maybe signed to Wrexham, maybe signed to Leicester, who knows? But it'll be a very tight game to watch. Really, last one at Chesterfield. It was 2-2 at Chesterfield when the last one met each other. And it will be a very good game to watch, really. Chesterfield won it very tightly against Accrington on the last day. And Walsall won 1-0. Despite having their first win in 14, they could have, most of that game, they sat third in the table in matchday 46 until Bradford scored in the very final minutes to win 1-0 and secure League One ticket to 25-26 League One. But yeah, it'll be a good game to watch, really. I think we're going to have goals here again. It's going to be 2-2 at Chesterfield again. But then to the final playoff game from the first leg. Wycombe taking Charlton now. Wycombe 5th place, getting a home time lead in the first leg. And then last time, it wasn't really that long ago that they played each other. It was on Easter Monday. Charlton hammered Wycombe 4-0, and Richard Cohen getting player of the season and young player of the season. So Richard Cohen could be very interesting on the transfer lists or the transfer market in the summer if Wycombe fail to get promoted this season or in the playoffs. But it'll be a very good game to watch, really. Charlton will be Charlton will be a very hard team to go against in the playoffs, really, in League One. But Wycombe could be. It's going to be really, really tight. I swear it's going to be very, very tight. It really is. But I don't think we had that same scoreline from Easter Monday. No way. But imagine it happens again. That would just be unreal. But it's going to be very, very tight. It's going to be extremely tight. I think 1-1. Second leg is going to be all out decided. Everybody, if you're wondering, here is my fantasy team for the EFL playoffs for the first leg, right here. But yeah, it's my prediction, you can comment below on what your prediction will be. And if I'm thanks for this video, I have enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you guys later. Bye! And also, a happy VE Day 80th anniversary to everyone.